welcome to the Deep Dive. I'm Mark.
And I'm Grace. We're part of the Cogcast team, and we're really excited to bring you another exploration right here from our Cogcast studio.
Yep, live from beautiful Miami, Florida in August 2025.
That's right.
Today, we're diving into something we see, so many small and medium-sized businesses grappling with right now. Strategic AI for SMBs. Avoiding the to-do list trap and driving real business transformation. Think about this. 2 SMBs, right? Both put money into AI.
Right.
One sees this amazing transformative growth, totally changes their market position. The other, well, they get a few minor tweaks, maybe save a little time, but there's a lot of frustration. What's that difference maker?
That really is the crux of it. Artificial intelligence, it clearly promises to revolutionize how businesses work, streamline things, unlock really exciting new growth. The potential is just vast.
Huge potential.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yet for so many small and medium-sized businesses, these AI projects, they often just fall short of what people hoped for. You get these small, incremental gains, not the really transformative results. It's a disconnect our team sees all the time.
So why does that happen? Why does that initial, excitement kind of fizzle out into frustration?
Yeah.
Or why did these AI projects just stall, especially for businesses that don't have massive resources?
Yeah.
We're going to unpack why this happens and really shed some light on what a true AI strategy looks like. We want to guide you towards AI adoption that genuinely reshapes your business. Okay, so let's start by unpacking this really common pitfall. Our sources, and honestly our own team's observations too, they point to this fundamental misunderstanding.
Right.
Where lots of businesses treat AI like it's just a fancy to-do list for automating little isolated tasks. What does that actually look like day to day?
Well, it's fascinating because this AI to-do list approach, it means adopting AI in these little pockets, focusing on individual sort of tactical automation. But there's no cohesive overarching vision connecting them. So, for example, a small marketing team might use an AI tool to generate captions for their social media posts.
Okay, like daily posts.
Exactly. Or maybe an HR person automates the first pass on resumes when they get a flood of applicants.
Right.
Now, these specific tasks, they get automated. But the broader impact on the company's big strategic goals, like, say, really penetrating a new market segment or boosting employee retention, it's negligible. You're basically just doing what you always did, maybe a tiny bit faster.
So you're saying these little automations, they seem helpful on the surface, but they're not the whole story. Our team has definitely seen that too. I wonder, can an SMB actually get too good at these minor tasks? Like, does it blind them to the bigger picture?
That's a great point.
Can you give us some classic examples of where businesses just stop at that to-do list level?
Absolutely. Think about these scenarios we hear a lot. Oh, we used AI to summarize our meeting notes, save the team, 5 minutes after each call. Or our website chatbot handles the basic FAQs now, so we get fewer simple customer service calls.
Yep, common one.
Another one. We implemented an AI tool for basic data entry, cut down on manual errors in accounting. These all sound like wins, don't they?
They do, yeah, on a micro level.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to save a few minutes or cut errors?
Yeah.
But what are the bigger limitations here? The ones that maybe aren't so obvious?
Yeah, well, if you connect this to the bigger picture, the limitations become pretty clear, pretty fast. First, it's incremental, not transformative.
Okay.
These little automations that give you marginal gains, tiny improvements, they make existing processes slightly faster, maybe a bit more accurate, but, and this is key, they don't fundamentally change your business model. They don't create new ways to make money or significantly shift how you compete in your market. It's like we had a client who used AI to tweak email subject lines. They got like a 1% better open rate.
Okay, marginal.
Right. Good. But they totally missed the fact that their core product was becoming outdated. AI could have actually helped them see that market shift, maybe pivot their offering, but they were focused on the small stuff.
So it's not just about doing the same things a bit faster. It's missing the chance to do completely different, maybe better things.
Exactly that. Second, you end up with fragmented efforts. Different departments, they might grab different AI tools without any real coordination.
Right, everyone does their own thing.
Yeah, imagine like a local bakery using one AI tool for their online orders, a totally different one for social media content, and then, another one for scheduling staff.
Oh, wow, okay.
It can lead to data silos, major integration headaches later on, and you just don't get a unified picture of anything. It often ends up creating more complexity than it actually solves, just this jumble of disconnected tools. Third big limitation, difficulty measuring true ROI. When AI projects are just these isolated little tasks, it's incredibly hard to justify a significant investment.
Makes sense.
How do you really quantify the return on, say, a chatbot that just answers basic questions? Especially if it's not clearly tied to a bigger business goal, like reducing customer churn, or increasing the average sale value on your e-commerce site, or maybe freeing up your team for more high-touch, valuable customer interactions.
Yeah, it's tough to make that business case for more AI spending if you can only point to, we saved a few minutes here and there.
Precisely.
But
And that leads to the final big limitation: missed opportunities. If you're only focused on automating the tasks you already do, you're completely overlooking AI's massive potential for deeper strategic insights, for real innovation, maybe even creating entirely new products or services your competitors haven't thought of.
Ah,
It really is like buying that high-performance sports car, the really powerful one, just to drive it slowly around your neighborhood block. You have this incredibly potent technology, but you're not using it for its real purpose, the purpose of transformation, of taking you somewhere completely new.
that sports car analogy really hits home. It feels like businesses are using this super powerful tool for, well, frankly, jobs that are too small, almost getting distracted by the shiny little automations.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the trap, the to-do list trap, what's the single biggest oversight? What's the main reason AI efforts get derailed for SMBs based on what our team sees?
Yeah, this is such an important question. The number one reason AI initiatives just end up as these glorified to-do lists is the fundamental absence of a clearly defined, measurable AI strategy.
Okay, the strategy itself.
Yes, and critically, a strategy that is deeply aligned with the business's main strategic objectives. Without that strategic compass, AI adoption just becomes this series of reactive choices. Oh, let's try this tool, maybe automate that task, instead of a proactive journey towards specific, impactful business outcomes. It's honestly the most common AI mistake our team sees, and ironically, it's often the simplest one to fix, at least conceptually.
And what are the real-world consequences then of not having that strategic compass,
Yeah.
especially for, a smaller, leaner SMB?
Yeah.
Is it just about being less efficient, or does it cause deeper problems?
Oh, the consequences are significant, and they can really stunt a business's growth.
Yeah.
First, you get disjointed investments.
Right.
Money and time get spent on various AI tools that don't talk to each other, they don't integrate effectively, and they don't contribute to a single unified company goal. It leads to inefficient spending, poor AI ROI overall. It's like buying a fancy espresso machine for your marketing team and then a completely separate high-end industrial blender for HR.
Uh-huh.
Both might be great tools on their own, but they don't help your business create a better, unified customer experience unless they're part of a deliberate, bigger picture strategy for the whole restaurant, so to speak. This lack of strategy also directly leads to unclear ROI. Because if you haven't defined strategic objectives and the metrics to track them before you start, metrics tied directly to business results, it becomes basically impossible to show the tangible value AI delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it really hard to get buy-in or funding for future AI projects. Leadership often ends up just asking, so what did we actually get from all that money we spent on AI?
So it's not just about tracking what you spent, but proving what you gained in business terms.
Exactly. Then we also see significant scalability challenges. Those initial isolated AI apps, they really struggle to grow beyond their original little box.
Right.
Because there's no framework guiding how they should connect into broader business processes. That great AI-powered marketing tool might be a complete dead end if it can't seamlessly feed leads into your sales pipeline or inform your customer service system. And this one's crucial, especially for SMBs, employee confusion and resistant.
Yeah, the people side.
Absolutely. In smaller businesses, the cultural impact is often even more acute. Employees frequently wear multiple hats, right? So the fear isn't just about losing their job, but it's often anxiety about having to learn complex new tools without maybe having a dedicated IT support team readily available.
Good point.
So when teams don't understand the why behind the AI, how it actually supports their role in the company's future, they might look at it skeptically, maybe see it as a threat, or just dismiss it as, another management fad. And that definitely hinders successful implementation. And ultimately, all of this can lead to competitive stagnation. While your business is busy automating minor tasks, your competitors, the ones with a clear strategic AI roadmap, they're using AI to innovate, to really optimize their core operations and gain significant market advantages, sometimes advantages that are hard to catch up from. They're not just moving faster, they're moving smarter.
Wow. So it's really clear then. Without that strategic North Star, AI projects just naturally drift towards simple task automation. because there's no higher purpose pulling them towards more complex, integrated, and ultimately more valuable implementations. The what, the specific tool or task, completely overshadows the critical why. That really does underline the core message for today's deep dive.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. If that to-do list approach is the wrong way, and lacking a strategy is the biggest mistake, what does a true transformative AI approach actually look like for an SMB? What separates the businesses that just kind of dabble from those that genuinely leverage AI for real growth?
Right. A true AI strategy, it's essentially a comprehensive roadmap. It clearly lays out how artificial intelligence will be woven into the core functions of the business, specifically to achieve those measurable strategic goals we talked about.
Roadmap. Okay. Yeah, it's not just about asking what cool things can AI do, but rather, what should AI do for our unique business to solve our most pressing challenges or grab our biggest opportunities? This whole approach marks a really crucial shift, moving from just automation to genuine transformation. So a strategic approach uses AI to fundamentally rethink processes, maybe unlock completely new insights from your data that you couldn't see before, create new products or services, or totally redefine the customer experience you offer. It's really about changing the game you're playing, not just playing the same game a little bit faster.
Change of the game, I like that.
And critically, it always starts with why, not what. Instead of jumping to, okay, what AI tools should we buy? The first question is, what are our most critical business challenges right now, or our biggest growth opportunities? And how can AI be a powerful lever to help us solve those challenges or seize those opportunities? This ensures every dollar you invest in AI is purposeful and contributes directly to your bottom line. It becomes a data-driven blueprint for innovation.
That's a powerful shift in thinking. It really moves it from being tech first to being business first. So for one of our listeners, maybe an SMB owner thinking, okay, I need to build this kind of strategic AI roadmap. What are the key components they absolutely need to focus on? Where do they even begin laying this kind of foundation?
That's the key question. Building an AI strategy that really delivers involves several interconnected components. Each one is pretty critical for SMB success. First up, goal setting. The strategic foundation for AI initiatives. Seriously, before you even look at a single AI tool, you have got to define your core business goals. What are you trying to achieve?
Be specific.
Exactly. Are you aiming to increase customer retention for your local service business by, say, 15% in the next year? Or maybe reduce operational costs in your dispatch department by 20%? Or accelerate the time it takes to bring your specialty craft goods to market by 6 months?
Concrete goals.
Right. Now, you might know SMART goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. But applying them to AI for an SMB means really thinking about measurables. It's not just about tracking tool adoption rates. It's about tying every single AI effort directly back to quantifiable shifts in your specific SMB metrics.
Okay.
Whether that's reducing local delivery times or personalizing email campaigns for a very niche customer base you serve, or even just improving inventory turnover for one particular product line. This foundational step ensures every AI effort aligns with your big picture business vision. It's not just some tech experiment on the side.
So it's about making those broad business objectives incredibly specific for AI, really grounding them in the unique context of that smaller business.
Precisely. Then the next component is identifying high impact areas where AI creates new value. You've got to move beyond just looking for simple efficiency gains. Look hard for the opportunities where AI can create genuinely new value or fundamentally change how things are done, specifically at your scale.
Okay, new value.
Yeah. Maybe for your business, it's using machine learning models to forecast demand more accurately for your local inventory. That could let you reduce waste and optimize your ordering significantly. Or perhaps leveraging something like natural language processing, NLP, to analyze all your customer reviews and feedback at scale. This could help you spot emerging trends or common complaint, things that were maybe impossible for your smaller team to track before without dedicated staff.
Right, things you couldn't do manually.
Exactly. This lets you maybe personalize offers in a way a big national chain just can't, or optimize your production schedule perfectly for peak holiday seasons without needing to hire extra temporary staff. Now, you will need to assess your data, its availability, its quality, how accessible it is for these chosen areas.
Data is key.
Absolutely. Then prioritize these potential initiatives based on their likely AI ROI, how feasible they actually are to implement with your resources, and how directly they align with those strategic goals you set earlier. You have to constantly ask, which of these potential projects truly moves the needle for us?
That brings us to a really crucial point, one that often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
The human element. How do SMBs, with their typically close-knit teams, manage the cultural shift that AI inevitably brings?
That's number 3. Cultural considerations and change management for AI adoption. You nailed it. Technology adoption is ultimately about people. And for SMBs, this is arguably even more critical.
Yeah.
Like we said, employees often wear many hats. The fear isn't just about job loss, it's often anxiety about learning complex new tools, maybe without a big IT department holding their hand.
Right.
So you have to proactively address those concerns and emphasize how AI is meant to augment their roles, how it can free them up from the tedious, mundane tasks so they can focus on the more creative, strategic, maybe more fulfilling parts of their job.
Make it a partner, not a replacement.
Exactly, and invest in upskilling and reskilling programs. Even small, targeted training can make a huge difference, giving employees the confidence and skills to work effectively alongside AI, and foster a culture of experimentation. Encourage your teams to test things out, to learn, adapt. Make it clear that AI implementation is an ongoing, iterative process, not a one-shot deal. This is absolutely vital for workforce transformation and creating a positive AI culture, turning that potential resistance into, hopefully, enthusiastic adoption.
It sounds like really showing them the why for their specific daily work is just as important as explaining the overall why for the business itself.
Absolutely critical. And that leads to the final key component, measurement and iteration. Proving value and adapting your AI strategy. You have to establish clear key performance indicators, KPIs, that directly link back to those strategic AI goals before you even start implementation.
Measure from the start.
Yes. So, for example, if your goal is to reduce customer churn for, say, your subscription box service, you need to track metrics like customer lifetime value, maybe how quickly support tickets get resolved, or run sentiment analysis on social media comments about your service.
Yeah.
Then continuously monitor and analyze how your AI initiatives are performing against these specific KPIs, and you have to be prepared to adjust. Adjust your AI strategy, maybe the tools you're using, or the implementation approach based on what the performance data tells you and how your business needs might be evolving. An AI strategy isn't a static document you write once and forget. It's an ongoing journey. You're constantly refining, adapting, improving its value.
Wow, what an incredible deep dive. Seriously, filled with truly actionable insights, especially for SMBs listening in. The era of AI, clearly here, and its power to transform is undeniable. But as we've really unpacked today, just adding AI tools piece by piece to your existing workflows, like checking off another item on a to-do list, well, that's likely going to lead straight to frustration and just not getting the results you hoped for. It really is like having a superpower and only using it to tie your shoes.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to put it. The absolute key to unlocking the true value of AI lies in having that clear, strategically aligned AI roadmap. By really focusing first on your overarching business goals, then identifying those genuinely high-impact areas where AI can create new value, preparing your company culture for the change that comes with it, and continuously measuring your results against your core business objectives. Then you can move beyond those tiny incremental gains and achieve fundamental business transformation. Don't let your AI efforts just become another unchecked box on some list. Let them be the catalyst for your company's next big leap forward.
Yeah, this strategic approach really ensures your AI investments aren't just costs, but powerful levers for actual growth, for innovation, and for sustained success in the long run. And for many SMBs, AI isn't just about becoming more efficient, it's really about leveling the playing field, isn't it? Making capabilities that were previously only available to huge enterprises accessible to you.
That's a huge part of the promise.
So if you're listening and you're ready to build an AI strategy that truly delivers for your business, our team here at Cogcast is ready to help. Contact Cogcast today, and we can discuss how to craft that strategic AI roadmap that drives sustainable growth and gives you a real competitive advantage.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We really appreciate you taking the time to learn and hopefully grow with us today.
We would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. What are your experiences with AI in your business? Let us know in the comments below. And please, if you found this valuable, share this deep dive with your network. Make sure you're following our channels and definitely activate those notifications so you don't miss our latest updates and the coming episodes of The Deep Dive. Until next time.